nice way for Mike to go into his all-star debut with first shutout of the season for him.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of work tonight, but he made some key saves at the right times, and that was a big part of the game for us. We knew we had to play a real solid, disciplined game. They were going to come in here after playing last night. They were going to try to just grind out a road win, and we had to make sure that we did things right and didn't beat ourselves or didn't break. And Krause's goal was a big goal for us to get a lead, and then our power play came through in the third, so it was a good win.
I'm sure everybody needed this sort of boost in confidence, but especially for the young guys, what can something like this do, just getting this 3-game winning streak going to the break?
When you win, it's a good feeling around the room. Like you look at, I just mentioned in there, we had 5 rookies in the lineup, and all 5 of them contribute tonight. Like they're playing regular shift. They're turning into good NHL players. And Perlini and Fisher haven't played as much as the other 3, but they're starting to grow as players. And, you look at what Krause did tonight, and the last half of that game, I matched up Martinook and Krause and White against Sedins, and that's a 19-year-old kid going out and doing that job. He's a solid player. So, we continue to grow as an organization. These young guys are really helping that along. But when you get some success like this, it certainly helps the process.
You've played and coached in a lot of games. To look up 28 minutes into the game and still see a 0 on the board. You always see something new in an NHL game, I guess.
I don't know. When I left after the first period, it said 1, and I got back out, it said 0. So. We talked about stats earlier in the year, and they can go both ways. So we'll just leave it at that.
Here at the All-Star break, can you put the season in perspective a little bit coming for your club, coming into the All-Star game here?
Well, we go into the break feeling much better about ourselves, and we have a lot of points in the year. And, I always go back to our young players coming in, getting them up and going, not just getting them in the NHL, and then that new group of players, Goligoski and McGinn and White and Shen, that group, getting them up and going. So it was, it's taken some time to get our team together, but I think the biggest factor right now is we've stabilized our center ice a little bit. That is, with adding Burmistrov and the growth of Dvorak, stabilized there a little bit. Hansel's played really well here lately, and our D is kind of stabilized, so it's our whole team ends up we're playing a better team game. We're stable in kind of our roles on the team, and it's leading to better results.
Important goal by Burmistrov there to give you a little more cushion.
That's I said to one of the coaches after the first period, I said, we need the first goal in this game, right? The team that got the first goal is going to have a big advantage. Krause got that one, but then in the third, we get the 4-minute power play, and if you don't score on that, that gives them energy. That gives them some life. So that was a big goal for us.
Not only does he score there, but he made a couple of really nice passes on that power plays. That's kind of stuff you've been missing since Max went out. As far as that little short pass that can change the whole power play.
The high skill play, that makes a difference is, you need as many of those as you can in your lineup, and when you're missing a guy like Max, if we could get some other people, that would help.
Do you wish you could keep playing, that this momentum's going? Like the challenge to recapture where you're at now on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, you take a break and get right back at it. The schedule is what it is. You can think too hard about it one way or another, but there's a couple guys that could use a little bit of rest here, with banged up a little bit, so we'll use the days as a positive and come back and good test with LA.
Yeah, you said earlier you like the NHL schedule making anyway, a couple days ago.
I like it.
I don't think that's what you said at all, actually.
Well, yeah, we'll leave that there.
Do you expect any kids to go down and play during this break?
Yeah, Fisher will go down. I will probably put a release out tomorrow or whatever, but he'll go down and play. He's actually going to play. He'll play tomorrow night in Tucson, or the next 2 nights, and he's off to the All-Star game in the American League. So he's got a busy weekend ahead of him.
So you won't be back here for Tuesday? Or does their festivities end before?
Yeah, they're Monday. I would say probably not, but I haven't talked to John about that yet either.
Just want to give him that opportunity that he's earned to star in that situation.
We talked about it with Perlini. We sent Perlini down in the last break, and he played, but then we told him he originally made the All-Star game down there, but he's been here long enough now. He needs a break, so he'll take a break, and Fish will go back and play in the All-Star game.